Hey there! Welcome back to Potentially Great. I'm your host, Haley Weber, and I'm so excited to get into today's episode with you. So, in the last episode, we were talking about feeling guilt for having fun and all of the mindset shifts that we could do to have a better time, and I was also becoming more aware of my thoughts and feelings around the subject. And today, I'm going to get even more aware into my thoughts and feelings on the subject and do some shadow work prompts. And these are prompts that you can also take yourself and do in your journal or film a video like this, maybe post it online, see where it gets you. And just kind of understand more of your inner psyche surrounding this so that you can heal from it and move on and have a better quality of life. Because that's all we really want here. As usual, I hope that you washed your face at some point today. Personal hygiene is so important. I hope that you're feeling good in what you're wearing, and I hope you have something nice to drink. I have water today. Delicious. So the first question is, what does being productive mean to me? Now this ties into, is it success? Is it survival? Is it my identity? What does being productive mean to me? This is actually a really interesting question because when I wrote it down, I feel like I did have an answer, and now that I said it out loud, I'm totally blank. What does being productive mean to me? I mean, honestly, I think it has a lot to do with my survival and identity. I mean, of course, being productive usually means that you would get an income from it. Well, no, that's not even true. That's my definition of productivity, that it creates an income. But why do I even think that? I mean, I guess it's because we're so ingrained in this culture where it's whatever you do, it could really be the next big thing that you could get as a job. So I think that when I'm creating content of all kinds, when I'm auditioning, when I'm working on music, really anything, I'm just constantly thinking of the next income. I mean, the only other thing that I really do is I work at a golf club, and I guess you could call that being productive. I don't necessarily consider that productivity though. So I think that what productivity means to me would be gaining an income, a monetary reward. Not even a monetary reward, because I'm being productive. Okay, guys, hear me out on this. My idea of success would be to have an income from a creative outlet of mine that I enjoy. Productivity to me means doing actions in that outlet and posting it online for the world to see. I think that's the difference. Productivity doesn't necessarily mean survival and income to me. It means that I'm getting one step closer to that. I think that I also put a lot of my identity into productivity because every single thing I've ever done in my life, I've been made to think, how can I make money from it? I mean, I know growing up, my dad always had that mindset where he would see I would be good at something. I mean, he would always say to my mom too, my mom's really good at graphic design. She's really good at painting and drawing. And every single time he would just be like, oh, maybe you should make a business out of that. He constantly had that business mindset. So I think that really ingrained into my brain where any single time I was good at something, I'd go, how can I make a business out of this? But I would never really understand how to get to the business part. So I never really succeeded in that. But my mind is constantly going, oh, you're good at this. You like doing this. Now, how can you make money from it? And I think that without being productive in some way, shape, or form, because I'm constantly doing something, I think that I would feel, I don't think I can do that. I don't even know how I would feel. I don't think that I'm capable of not being productive in some way, which is good, but it's also, it can be frustrating when I'm not getting the results that I want, but also I am getting the results that I want because I'm doing the thing that I enjoy. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to move on from that. We might circle back, but I need to take a break from that question because I think I just hurt my brain from going in circles so much. So the next question is, when I'm having fun instead of working, what emotions come up? Now this is specifically within this past week because if you asked me this last week, totally different answer. I would be like, oh, I'm just taking a break. It's being really chill. And I'm going to get right back on the grind right after this. But this week, guys, holy cow. I was so hard on myself. Any single time I wasn't working and I was taking a break, which was once. Let me tell you, it was literally once. I was so hard on myself. And I was like, why can't I just, why am I not doing the thing that I need to be doing right now? I mean, all of these artists, all of these creators, they were posting 24 hours a day. They were doing all of these things. They were always in studio. They were always doing this. they also, they had COVID, so they had the time to do it. I unfortunately did not have the foresight to do this during COVID. Or maybe they had a leg up in where they wanted to go. So they had the ability to just do that and not worry about anything else. I'm not them. I don't need to constantly be breathing and living my art 24 hours a day in order to succeed at it. I don't. And it's really, really good for me and my body and my health to take a break sometimes. So I think that I need to remind myself that when I'm having fun is actually benefiting my work. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to work. Our second to last question here is, what is my inner child's relationship to play? So, as I was saying before, the typical artist would tell you, millionaire would tell you, that the reason that they got to where they are is because they sacrificed all of their free time and were doing the thing that made them money. And like I said before, in COVID, when I had all of this time, I did not have that foresight. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor. I had an agent and everything. I went on 2 auditions, I think, but I was constantly getting sick. So I never really had the time or the health to do the thing that I wanted to do. And I think that I hold a lot of resentment for myself because of that. And I don't think I've ever really forgiven myself for not being able to pull through when I really needed to. But I almost said, but I also didn't need to because I was a kid. But at the same time, everybody who's in the position that I want to be in started when they were really little. So I think that I hold a lot of resentment for my younger self for not having a good immune system. And then I also took a break for a while when I was in high school, because at that point I just kind of wanted to hang out with my friends. And I was like, I don't really know if I even want to do this. I'm finally at a place where I can just relax and just do what I want to do. I also had really bad acne in high school, so that was also a factor going into this. And I took a really long break, and I just don't think that I've ever really forgiven myself for kind of giving up on my dream, because I think when I was younger, I thought that I would have gotten a different dream by this point. And I don't think I thought that I would have come back around to it. So I would say that my relationship to play for my inner child would be that it feels really guilty for doing it so much when I was a kid. And I think that I really need to let that go and understand that I did that because I was a kid. And that's okay. It's okay for a kid to play and not be on a salary. And I can still get to where I want to go, even without having started as a child in the industry. I mean, maybe I'll get even further. It might be a little harder, and I might have to do it all now by myself, because I'm not, being like, Mommy, when's my next audition? But I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. You can do it. We're going to do this. We got this. I'm going to say right here and now that I forgive my past self for not putting in the work because she didn't know that she needed to. And that's not fair to her to blame her for that. The last question that we have is, what am I afraid will happen if I stop working all the time? What am I afraid will happen if I stop working all the time? Well, I can tell you for sure, I'm scared that I'm going to miss my opportunity. I am terrified that if I stop working for 1 second, that's going to be my chance. And I'm going to miss it because I slacked off. Now, I'm going to also tell you right now, I'm going to miss it because I'm going to get sick and I'm not going to be able to do it, because if I keep pushing myself this hard, that's where I'm headed. And that I can't do that. And I hope that the person listening to this, I hope that you listening to this are also realizing, or maybe you're not, but I hope that there's some part of you that's going, oh my God, I need to give myself a break, because if I don't, that's what's going to make me miss my opportunity. What's meant for me will come to me. And I know that everybody says that. At some point, it's kind of hard to believe. But at the same time, I do think it's true. I think that the best opportunities that I've gotten are the ones that came to me at the right time. And yeah, do I feel like I missed out on opportunities when I was younger because I wasn't able to audition because I was sick? Yeah. But there were probably other factors at play at that point. And maybe there was a reason that I wasn't supposed to do those auditions. I don't know. I'm trying to have an optimistic outlook on that right now. Regardless, I'm terrified that I'm going to miss my opportunity. My biggest fear is having unfulfilled potential, because I know I have so much potential and I'm terrified. Aging is a terrifying concept to me, because every year that I age is one more year where I'm like, shoot, I'm not going to get to where I want to be in the age that I want to do it at. Like, yeah, could I be an actress at like 50? Sure. Like, I think, who was it? I want to say Meryl Streep, but I think that's very wrong. There's a famous actress who didn't get her career started until she was like past her 50s. But I don't want to do that. I think that I'm going to be hot when I'm older, but let me tell you, I'm hot right now and I think people should see me. Don't leave a hate comment. Let me be confident in myself. I need this right now. Or honestly, do leave a hate comment. Please give me some engagement. That would be so helpful of you. Thank you so much. I can like imagine the person who is about to type a comment like backspacing right now, because they're like, shoot, I don't want to give her what she wants. Give me what I want. You know you want to. Anyways. The point is yeah, I'm terrified of having unfulfilled potential. I'm terrified of looking back on my life and going, if only I'd tried a little bit harder. If only I didn't slack off that one time and I had been there for that opportunity. But like I said, I'm not going to get any opportunities. I'm not going to be able to be there if I keep pushing myself like this. And I hope that you're aware of that too. If you're not meant for hustle culture, I don't think most of us are meant for hustle culture. Genuinely, I don't think it's something that humans were meant to do. And I think that it has become so toxic, and it's made so many of us feel inadequate because we can't keep up with it when we were never meant to. And it's okay to take a breather and relax. Take a day and just not do anything. Even if you just got off a vacation, take the time that you need. You'll know when it's time to be productive again. You know when you can handle it. You know yourself better than anybody else. Don't force it. And be kind to yourself. And give yourself the leeway that you need. And when you have that thought in your head where you go, I can't believe that I'm not spending my time working right now. I should be working. I should be doing all of these things that I have on my to-do list. I can't believe that I was taking this time and relaxing and not doing every single thing that I need to get done. That's probably a sign that you do need to relax. The second that you get hard on yourself, and the second that you start being really negative and getting in a super negative mindset, that's probably the moment when you need to relax and take a step back. When you really need to be productive, you feel energized, you feel ready, you're excited to take on all of this work that you have. But when your mind is in that mindset of just like everything sucks, I'm a horrible person, I hate myself, whatever, you're not going to get anything done in a way that it should be done. Or maybe you will, but you're going to have such a horrible time doing it. So take the time off, relax, you're fine. You're fine. You have time. What comes to you will come to you when it's ready to, and when you're ready. Rushing it isn't going to do anything. All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a little bit longer than I hoped for, so I apologize for that. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you take these prompts and you do them in your own journal and that you get some insight into your own life. All right. See you next time. Bye.